What is up, guys? Jeremy here, and welcome back to another video. So I'm going to be covering IconBoard specifically in this video and how to use it to customize your icons. It's one of the main tools that I use to make setups on my device, and I just wanted to show you guys some of the basic functionality with that application, how it works, so you have an idea. IconBoard is, in my opinion, 100% the best application for customizing icons. But I don't use it for all icons. I use it for all third-party applications. Anything that is stock iOS, I still create a shortcut for it through the Shortcuts app, just because it doesn't redirect that way. You have just a little kind of pop-up on the top there. So first off, I'll just show you guys how I use IconBoard for doing setups. So I use the Pages feature that's built into iOS very, very frequently. So I'm going to go into Edit Home Screen here, and you access your pages by clicking the three dots there. Now, this is a very, very useful tool when customizing icons and having different setups, and it just really helps things out. So as you guys can see right now, I have basically just my stock setup. This is usually the stock setup that I run on a daily basis if I don't have a custom theme setup going on. This is pretty much what I run. This is what's most functional for me to get stuff done and to access things. I mean, I have, a few apps here, and then a bunch of, productivity applications on this page here with some folders and some very common used apps. But what I'll do is I'll just show you guys how quickly I can switch my icons around to have a custom setup look with themed icons. So we're going to go ahead and go into Edit Home Screen. I'm going to go ahead and go into the Pages, and I'm going to enable this page and this bottom page, and I'm going to disable the top two. I'm going to go ahead and click Done, and as you can see, this first page is a bunch of random apps. I use one page to essentially switch my docked icons around. So from here, I can literally just drop these onto this random page that I just use kind of as storage and for ease of use to switch between. So we'll go ahead and move these themed icons down here, and then I'll go back to editing pages, literally just disable that, click on Done, and Done again. And as you can see, all of my icons are themed. It's basically the same setup as that very first page, but I have themed icons instead of the stock ones, and I switched it that quick. So very useful to switch around using these built-in iOS pages. I think that it's very, very handy to be able to use that. Again, I'll switch it back to my stock setup here, which are the first two pages. I'll actually disable that last page, click on Done, go ahead and swap my docked icons around, and just move, if I can grab it, move these back in here, just like that. And this makes switching between setups incredibly fast if you use a method like this. Again, disable that, click Done, and then we're back to the stock look. So just wanted to show you guys how I move icons around on the home screen of iOS 14 to kind of, help you guys out with, organization and just making a setup a bit quicker. In my opinion, that just makes, the setup a bit quicker. So let's go ahead and let's jump into IconBoard, and I'll explain to you guys how this application works. So basically you have your screens here, and these are all icon sets. So these are certain themes that I'm running, like here's Dessa. I usually name them to whatever theme they are. So if you guys need to know the name of these themes, you can see it there: Peak, Dark, Alpha, so on and so forth. Now, each page acts as a singular profile when you export the icons. So what I mean by that is if I export the Dessa icons, it will export as a profile to my settings, and it will overwrite the previous profile, which will basically remove the worst NV dark icons that I'm using, which is screen 9. So the screen 9 is what I have exported, and I'll show you guys what I mean by that. So when you export a screen from IconBoard, it exports as a profile, and it installs all of the icons as shortcuts, as you guys can see there. So there's icons, and it's telling me that I'm using screen 9. You cannot stack these, and you cannot have multiple profiles from IconBoard, at least that I know of. So you can only have one at a time. So with that being said, when we go back into IconBoard, if I were to export the DESA icons, it will overwrite the current icons I am using. And that's why it's handy to have each theme set up as their own screen. Now, for the hell of it, I'm just going to create a new screen. I'm going to go ahead and change the background to black because that's how I like to do it. You can export the backgrounds and stuff, but I don't use any of the background exporting stuff. I mainly use this to apply themes to icons, and you can rename it there. I'll actually rename this to Leto because that's going to be the theme that I'm going to show you guys how to customize. So Leto, go ahead and click on OK. Now I'm going to go into the icons section. Now this application allows you to create the icons from scratch if you want to. I honestly do not do that just because I like using themes that people have created that I could probably do it 100 times better than I can, especially with using just an application to do it. I'm sure you could probably make some really cool icons with IconBoard, but I mainly use it just for importing themes and applying it to app icons. So I'm going to go ahead and go into my imports here. And as you can see, I'm actually in a folder that has the worst NV dark icons. I'm just going to go ahead and back out, and I'll show you, I'll back all the way up. Then I'll show you what I've done in my file system to make this easy as well. So if we go into iCloud Drive, I have a folder that's set up there that says themes, and that's where I keep all of the themes on my device that I want to use icons from. Now you can get icon packs or themes from the developers directly. You can get them from Gumroad. You can actually, if you have a jailbroken device, you can technically download it on the jailbroken device if you know where to find the files, and then export them from your jailbroken device to the iCloud file system and transfer it seamlessly between everything. I'm not going to show you that, but it is possible. And like I said, we're just going to do the Leto icons. So if I can go ahead and find it. So here they are. And the first thing you want to figure out is which icon you want to do. So I guess I will do the first icon, I believe, on my home screen. Let's see if I can remember what it is here. I can't. Instagram. So this is what I do. I don't have these memorized in my head in which order they are, but I like to reference that first page on, how I have it set up. So I'll start with Instagram. So I just search Instagram, and then I specify it to only the Leto folder. And then I can click on the icon, it'll import it, and then you'll see one icon were assigned automatically. 0 could not be assigned. I don't know what that means, but anyways, we can go into the icon now, and as you can see, there's the name Instagram, and its action is to open Instagram. If it doesn't put an action in there, you can specify that by going into the action and just manually search for the application here. I'll show you, for example, just like that. And then you can assign it to Instagram, back out, and there you have your Instagram icon, and that will export just like that. So again, we'll go on to the next application, which I forget what it is. It is Apollo for Reddit. So again, luckily Leto has, I believe, all of these icons included in it. So we'll go ahead and click on that, importing, go into Apollo. It is to open Apollo, so that is all set. And then I'll just sit here and go through all of the remainder of the icons to create the setup. So I'm just going to keep on cruising here, import another. The next one is Snapchat. So again, we'll go in here and select Snapchat. Now this icon's cool, but I'm not a fan of it, so I'm actually not going to use that one. I'm just going to swipe through the icons manually, and there is a green one that I like to use for Snapchat here. Just give me a second to find it. There it is right there. So for iThemer, I think that icon looks cool. So I'll use that for Snapchat. So again, we'll go into it. It is to open IconBoard. If it doesn't detect anything, it'll do IconBoard by default. We'll go ahead and select on it. And then I will search for Snapchat just like this. If I can spell correctly, Snapchat at the top, assigned it, back out. So again, we'll just keep on moving here. I'm probably just gonna keep on working on this setup in this video, guys. This is gonna be a longer video, but a lot of people ask me how I do this, so I'm just gonna show you every single step of setting up, the icons, at least with IconBoard. So the next one we got is Carrot Weather. I don't think that Leto has caret, so what I'll search for is just weather, because I'm sure it has just weather. Leto only. And which one do I like better? I guess it does have a caret weather. We'll just use that one. And then we'll just verify what it's supposed to open. It's just going to open the weather, so we want it to open up caret weather. Did I misspell it? Nope, there it is. All right, so we assigned that one. All right, and we're just cruising along here. Next one is Discord. Leto, I like the first one, that looks cool. I always go into it just to make sure it's opening up the correct app. Telegram. Leto. Go ahead and choose that icon again. Okay. Telegram. That did not work. I guess that's for Telegraph. It looks like the same logo, right? We'll just use that. So again, search. Telegram. Messenger, there it is. So we assigned that one properly. What's the next one we got? My camera app, Halide. I think that's how you say it. Halide, maybe? So for this one, I will just search for camera. Leto only, there it is. This one we'll have to specify to open up the Halide app. That is a really good camera application, by the way, guys. Especially if you're on the newer 12 Pro or 12 Pro Max. It's a really nice, well put together camera. And that one's all set. I think we got... So Apple Music I'm not going to do because that is a stock iOS application. I'm going to do that a different way. So like I said, I use IconBoard for all third-party applications. And there's a reason for this. And it's because when you create a stock iOS application shortcut with IconBoard, it does the screen redirect jump, which is pretty annoying. So I use Siri Shortcuts, the Shortcuts app, to create stock iOS app icons. That way it just has, I have a little banner at the top instead of a redirect, which is much better in my opinion. But anyways, next one we got is Chrome here. So again, we will import search for Chrome. Leto. All right, go ahead and that's for Chromecast. Search Chrome, Google Chrome, assigned it. And then the last one we have is Tweetbot, I believe. So going to Leto. Which one? We'll use this one, that looks cool. Okay, make sure it's gonna open up Tweetbot. So in theory, these should be all good now. And as you can see, we have the screen set up with the icons that I currently want to use. Now, if you guys remembered, like I said, these profiles do override one another. So if I go ahead and I'm going to enable this page and this page to show you what happens here. So we'll click on done, and you can see I have the worst envy icons here. Now the ones that are from IconBoard are going to get overwritten and they will no longer be there when I export this from IconBoard. So we're going to go ahead and go back into IconBoard, and there's a ton of other options you have with IconBoard. Like I said, you guys can dig through it, and you know it's pretty self-explanatory how it works, but this is mainly what I use IconBoard. So export icons, export it, allow the profile, click on close, and then we're going to go into the settings app. There's the profile downloaded at the top. If you guys don't know how to get to it, general, swipe to the bottom, profiles, and then as you can see, here's the new one. And we're going to go ahead and install that. And install again. Click on done. And as you can see, it did override it. Did I not do the correct one in IconBoard? I did the same worst envy, didn't I? Okay, let's try that again. No, I was in the right one. There are some bugs with this, I've noticed. There we go. So there's the proper profile. It should be named to whatever screen it is. As you can see, icons Leto. I'm not sure why it did that, but we'll install the Leto icons. install, done. And as you can see, the screen 9 is now gone and there is Leto. And again, those old icons are gone and the new ones are here. So what I'll do from here is go ahead and just edit the home screen. I know there's a lot quicker of a way I could do this by selecting all of them. So I'm actually going to attempt to do that one-handed here real quick. Move them over here, drop those down. I'm gonna go ahead and get the icons from the dock out, even though there's a couple more I gotta create here. Let's see, what are we missing? Tweetbot here. So there we go. And I think thought there was one more. No, maybe not. So we're missing some icons. We have the stock iOS applications that we need to add there now, which would be the music app, the phone app, and the messages app. So again, like I said, I use shortcuts to do this, and I'm going to quickly add those 3 by doing this. So we click the plus in the upper right, add new shortcut, and then we're going to go into scripting, and then open app, and then we're going to open the music app first. So just type in music, select on music. Now this is pretty neat how this works. We click the ellipses, the 3 dots there, and then you go to add to home screen, and then you can choose the icon, and you can choose by file. Again, this is why I set up this file system for my themes. Again, we'll back out here and then we will find Leto. There it is right there. And then from here, we will just search messages, Leto, select the icon, clear the name. And now you can add this to your home screen just like that. We'll verify it's there. So there it is. Again, this is one of my oh wait, this is supposed to be the music app. I totally derped that up, didn't I? Okay, let's try this again. Totally derped that up. All right, so that's for the music app. I did messages. I'm a dum-dum. Ellipses. Go ahead and we're gonna choose. No. 3 dots. Add to home screen. Choose the file. Leto. Music. Leto, right there. Clear the name because we don't want an icon name below it. Go ahead and add. Now we have the correct one. So here we go. Edit home screen. We can move this to this page here, just like that. Now we have 2 more to do. We have phone and messages. Once you go back into shortcuts, you can actually just click on done here. And then you can cancel the shortcut. You don't have to have the shortcut. You're just using it to create the shortcut. So delete shortcut. You don't need that in shortcuts. And it'll still open the application, as you guys can see right there. So there's another little tip for you guys. Hopefully you guys are learning some new stuff as I spend a million hours doing this. Check on my camera, make sure that's still going. All right. Where were we? We're going to do the plus, add action, scripting, open app, choose the app. We're going to choose the phone this time, and hopefully I get the icon right. Phone, ellipses, add to home screen, change the icon, choose file, back in the Leto, phone, Leto, there's the phone, clear the name, add it to the home screen. I'm not even going to back out. I'm just going to do these consecutively. So done, cancel, delete shortcut. Now we need to do messages, open app, shortcut, messages, just like that. And then ellipses, add to home screen, clear the name, choose the icon, choose file. And now we're going to use the messages just like that. Add to home screen, done, cancel, delete, and we can exit. And we should have everything the way we need it. So we got the messages here, we got the phone there. I can edit pages, disable these pages, click on done, and there you go, guys. So that's basically what I wanted to show you in this video. As you can see, I have a different setup now with custom icons, and it's set up, you know, with IconBoard. That's what's so functional about it, is in IconBoard, now that I have Leto set up to the icons I like to use, I can keep that as a screen and I can access it in the future if I want to switch back to it. You can basically switch between themes very easily. It's just the initial setting up of the icons that takes a little time. But once you have that in place, you can switch between themes pretty easily. You can get some insane looking setups just by using IconBoard. You can create icons with it if you want, but I like to just use it for theming my icons from, other people's works of art. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this IconBoard tutorial and kind of a tutorial on how I theme icons on iOS 14. And again, the beauty is that when you open the app from the ones that aren't from IconBoard that are stock, you don't get that redirect. It just gives you a little kind of notification pop-up, which really is not that bad. I don't think, it's still very cool looking. Again, like I said, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, definitely throw me a thumbs up. And if you guys want to see more videos like this in the future, don't forget to click that subscribe button. This has been Jeremy, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Later.